in LA, bro. By the way, 8 years in the NFL now? Like
Yeah,
what?
man, that's crazy. Like I feel like we just got in the league for real. Now it's already year 8. But life in LA been great, man. Great for me and my family. Transition went well. It's an easy team to get along with, man. These guys are been amazing, and helping me come along in the defense and stuff like that. So it's been great.
Bit different than Pittsburgh. Like life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a bit different city, yeah, for sure.
Can you believe like you so you did who were your coaches by the way in Carolina? You had Ron, Matt,
Yeah,
no
I had Coach Rivera. He got fired my second year. Then I had
man.
Coach Rule. He got fired my fifth year, and then we had Coach Reich. Um,
So
he
you
got
were
there my
there for
sixth
Frank.
year.
That's right.
Yeah, he got there my sixth year and got fired my sixth year too. So yeah, man, a lot of different challenges, a lot of different rebuilds and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I wish it would have went better. I wish that things would have worked out better in Carolina. Those fans deserve a winner. Those fans deserve a great team. So it sucks that it happened like that.
And you're married now, bro. I saw.
Yeah, man, married, man,
Congrats,
married
dude.
with 2 kids and one on the way. Yes, sir.
Congrats, man.
Appreciate it.
How's that life right now in LA with them
Uh,
all?
I mean, it's great. It's great, man. I only know how to do it with my family here. I only know how to play ball and to be the guy who I am on the field. With that great support system. So just having them here with me, it makes it all the more better, man. It's been great. Though. LA is a good city to have a wife and 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? So for sure.
How is how's it being on a contender now? Because listen, man, Panthers were what they were. Steelers had a couple down years. This is y'all are like y'all could win the West.
Yeah, man. I mean, we have a great team. A lot of momentum coming into the year. Like I said, I was able to get on a moving train, man. Those guys all going the same direction, man. So it's been great. I think that we have a chance to do something really special this year. And that's really what it is. I think Coach Harbaugh is amazing. Coach Mentor, the defensive coordinator, he's amazing. We got all the right pieces, all the right type of guys, to really go in there and make a run. And it's special, man. I think that it's cool when you come into something like this and you kind of can just make your way, make the transition smooth. And I've been loving it, man. I think that this is a great team, all world quarterback, a great offensive scheme, and a defense that's gonna make it hectic for a lot of guys. So we definitely have all the pieces right in place to be up at the top of the AFC.
Let's go back to Carolina. What do you think happened? I think Ron obviously was out because Dave Tepper bought the team. He wanted his own guys. What happened with Matt and Frank, in your opinion, as to why things didn't click?
I don't know, man. I loved Coach Rule. He was a guy that I felt that the guys were connecting with on a very high level of football. But I think that a lot of different variables come into play. Stuff that's above my pay grade. But I really don't know. I think that we had a chance to really build something special with Coach Rule. I just think that just timing and all that just wasn't there, I guess. But like I said, I don't really know. Like I said, but everybody loved and respected Coach Rule when he came in, and I don't really know Coach Reich. I mean, he was a great coach. He was a veteran coach. Had been in the league for a long time. I don't really know where that thing went. And yeah, just now we here, man. Like I said, that fan base is really really passionate. They deserve a winner. They deserve something that's everlasting. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that with a lot of change and a lot of ins and outs, it couldn't click, man. I don't really know.
Did you get? I can't remember. Did you get traded? Were your
Yeah.
contract up?
Nah, I got traded. So I signed an extension in 2022 under
That's
Matt
right.
Rule. And then my fifth year, my sixth year was the first 2 years of that extension, but my fifth year, first year of that extension, he was fired.
Take me through
Yeah,
how
and
that
I
went
got
down. Did you know it was coming? Did you know like what was that phone call like? Because that's tough to leave
yeah.
your first team.
Yeah, definitely. I knew it was coming. When the guys hired Coach Dave, from the Buccaneers, they kind of told me that we're gonna look to move you somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere that we think that you can flourish, stuff like that. But then it didn't happen for like a month or some change, and then end up getting a call that I was getting traded to the Steelers. But I mean, I was excited. Always was a fan of Coach T. Always was a fan of that franchise, story franchise. And yes, I mean, I was excited. At least they didn't just ship me anywhere. Honestly, they actually cared. Coach Dan Morgan, he actually cared about my future in the league and wanted me to flourish. And I was happy with the move. But business side of it is just some things that you can't control for real. I was we weren't winning. It was a lot of change had to happen, and you start with the players that are kind of in the contracts and stuff like that. So I mean, I understand the business, man. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to play my whole career in Carolina, but some things you just can't control, man. It's the business side of it, and I was cool with it. I mean, at first I didn't really I wasn't really too happy about it when I first got the call, but once the time went and I kind of understood that's what it was going to be, I was just hoping that it would be somewhere that I can go and flourish for real.
So I mean, you were traded because of dollars, right? Like that's why.
I mean, yeah, basically, clear the cap, get a fresh new start in, kind of, you know, can really do something. It was a few of us, kind of fell into that pool, like me, Frankie Louvu, Brian Burns, Jeremy Chin, a couple of us, we just couldn't be there when, for, and that would have been like my fourth rebuild there. So I mean, it kind of it is what it is. I don't have no ill will towards that franchise. That franchise changed my life, changed my family's life, and I'll always, just have loyalty to Carolina and the things that they did for me and did for my family, the fan base, all that. So it was cool.
You still tight with those boys that you just mentioned? Because you guys were young and like the same age and coming up together.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's still my guys, man. I still have a lot of guys that are still there, like Taylor Moton and JC Horn and those guys. So I still have a lot of ties. Still cool with Dan Morgan. Still cool. Still have a lot of ties over there, man. That's still home for us. We still own our house back out there in Carolina and Charlotte. So like I say, it's all love. It's all love, man. It's just a business. You know what I'm saying? If we were winning, we was taking care of business on the field. Who knows what happened, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really fault anybody in who's making those decisions, you know what I'm saying? It just comes down to that. It comes down to, like I say, we weren't performing. I think my last year there, we were 2-15, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, you can't really control all that. You just gotta go out there and kind of just look forward to, new beginnings, look forward to, still finding ways to get the job done on the field and find ways to keep on feeding your family for real.
When you go to Pittsburgh, what's it like playing for Mike Tomlin? A dude that's
Uh,
notoriously like just like an alpha dog.
yeah, it was awesome, man. It was awesome, man. I was able to put together a pretty good year. I just sucks that injuries got in the way of a lot of my performance. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with a lot of injuries, dealing with a lot of things. Couldn't stay upright. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had good stats, it just couldn't stay upright, man. Couldn't really um stay available, and even when I was available I still was out there playing hurt and stuff like that. So kind of like, yeah, I just wish it would have ended better, man. I feel like I kind of shot myself in the foot there. I was playing well, but just couldn't, like I said, couldn't stay healthy, man. So that's how that went. But it was great playing in Pittsburgh, man. Those fans are unlike any other fan base in sports, man. Coach T was amazing. Even from the top players like TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, those guys getting a chance to play with Russ and Minka and all those guys. It was amazing, man. Definitely a year of football that I will never forget. But like I said, I just wish we was able to, take care of business. I wish we was able to, stay healthy and really make a run because we really had a great team. We really had a great group of guys, great coaching from the top to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I just wish that I was able to give more from a health health standpoint, and I think that's what kind of ended things with me in Pittsburgh. I just wasn't playing healthy, and that kind of like messed up a lot of the things I would do on the field. I couldn't do certain things because of my shoulder. Then I had a back injury. Then just stuff just kept coming up. Yeah, you have the picks. I was a Pro Bowl alternate. Could have went to the Pro Bowl, stuff like that, but just wasn't putting great product out, and it just was. It had a lot to do with just injuries and stuff like that. So, like I said, I just wish that I could able to, just kind of stay healthy and just, continue to just make those splash plays and make those great plays and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like I said, I'll always remember that year in Pittsburgh, man, for the rest of my career, rest of my life. It changed me as a football player. It opened my eyes as a football player. It was my first time playing in the playoffs. My first time actually having a winning season was last year. You know what I'm saying? So that a lot of great things that I could take from that. I just wish that I was able to put better product out there. And most of it was just because of just dealing with injuries towards the back end of the season. I just couldn't really get it. And in this league, man, if they feel like you can't be available, they're not gonna, keep you around. They're not gonna, pay you top dollar to stay no matter what the stats and stuff say, for real.
How did LA come about?
I was a free agent. I was a free agent, man.
Yeah.
They were the first team that showed interest, man, and it was amazing because I was always fond of that defense. Just watching those guys last year fly around, play together. Always was a fan of Coach Harbaugh. Even from his time in San Fran and then his time at Michigan. So I was always a fan of him. And then Joe Ortiz, he was always on me. From a young buck coming out of college until when I was a free agent. The first time around in Carolina, I ended up signing back with Carolina on a 3-year deal. He was on me, so just to have those guys come back around and know what type of player I am, see past the injuries and see past the stuff that the bad stuff that I was putting out there in Pittsburgh playing hurt. They see past all that because they know what type of player I was. So it was just a match made in heaven, man. Now just to get here and just to see how much this defense fits me, see how much you see the type of ball those guys play on film, and now you get into it, and then you're like, oh, I see why y'all guys flew around. I see why you guys had a top 5 defense last year. I see why you guys won 11 games last year. So it just was cool to just get that breath of fresh air and get a fresh start and just actually be wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's big in this game because a lot of times you'll get signed just because you're a good player, not because that we really want you and we really like you and we really know that you can come here and help us do a lot of different things. So that was big on my decision to sign here as a free agent. End up signing a 2-year deal here, and it was like I said, it's a match made in heaven, man. I think that I can come out here and flourish. I've already taken a step towards my health and already doing different things to just make sure I can stay upright because I know when I'm healthy, I'm one of the best in the league. You know what I'm saying? And those guys see that. Joe, he sees that. Coach Harbaugh, he sees that. Coach Mentor and those guys, they see that. So just being wanted and being and knowing that you're gonna have a home somewhere, and somebody. Just when you thought all was down coming out of Pittsburgh, you think all is down. Like, damn, man, I wish I would have been able to do this in Pittsburgh, and then you get another chance to come out here, a fresh start, and kind of prove yourself again. So it's amazing, man.
Man, so are you ready now? Week 1, you ready to roll now on Thursday night?
Friday night, Sao Paulo,
Was it
Brazil,
Friday?
man. Yeah, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. We've been doing a lot of
Who
prepping.
the
We've
hell's
been
the
doing a lot
Thursday
of
game? I thought y'all
Dallas
were.
and Philly.
Oh, okay. So y'all are okay.
Yeah, we're
Man, so
Friday. Yeah.
you don't get to have any fun out there. You don't get to go on. You have to go on there
Nah,
like a bowl game and do anything cool.
nah, not in Brazil, man. You don't want to be get caught up in the nightlife out there. But nah, we just
Yeah,
ready to
that
go, man.
Brazil
We
hangover hits hard.
for sure. We get to go, go against the Chiefs, who's been the standard in the league for I don't even know how many years, you know what I'm saying? So it's a great opportunity to go out there and be the only game on and really show the world, what we've been cooking out here. And it's a great opportunity for us and his team for real.
Take me behind the scenes with Harbaugh. Like, is he as weird and as crazy as all the stories, man?
Man, he's just a 100% football guy. He loves ball. He loves guys who love ball. And that just kind of sums up Coach Harbaugh for real, man. He's a family guy, and he just loves ball, man. He wants you to love ball, and that's kind of the vibe around here, man. We practice hard, and you know that's really what it is. You know, he just wants you to just go be all about ball, and man, to just be all about to get better and be all about your team and your family and stuff like that. So like I said, it's been a match made in heaven, man. My family has been loving it. Been loving this organization, man. It's just from the top down. It's been amazing. Like I said, it's been a great breath of fresh air just to be here and be wanted and be and see that your abilities on the field is actually being seen as something that is useful, and that's really what Coach Harbaugh is about, man. He just wants you to have fun and don't worry. That's really like his slogan for real.
It's something I've always wanted to ask a player, and I just kind of never did. When you're a free agent, and I don't know if you had a lot of options or not, but like, does it matter what the income tax is like in each state? Like here in Texas is zero.
Yeah,
California, forget about it. Uncle Gavin's getting his cut. Like,
for
what?
sure.
Like, does that matter to y'all? Like, do you look at that?
I mean, it's my third contract, so I'm pretty,
You're
I'm pretty,
good.
pretty. Yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty well off. But I just like I said, my decision came down to just wanting to be one and wanting to be utilized and wanting to be seen as the player that I know I am. And that's really what my decision came out. But I think it's different for every guy. You know what I'm saying? It's different for every guy. Some guys want to go somewhere where they get the most money. Some guys want to go somewhere where the scheme fits best. Some guys want to go somewhere where they have a buddy on the team. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. I think that every guy goes through free agency a little bit different. Every guy, is chasing different things. You know what I'm saying? But for me, my decision came down to just this organization seeing value in me, seeing value in the way I play the game and the type of plays I'm able to make. You know what I'm saying? I think that like just for me, I know what it takes for me. You know what I'm saying? It's for me just being healthy and being available and able to be my best self on Sundays. And these guys see that. You know what I'm saying? They see that, oh, if you didn't have this, we can tell on this play your shoulder was bothering you. You can tell. You know what I'm saying? It's just being wanted and being able to be seen as a difference maker, be seen as somebody who can come out and help this team win games, and that's really what it come down to me for real.
What do you know about the Texans? Anything? Just kind of curious, like because they got a hell of a defense down here, and
Oh,
other
for
than they
sure.
handed the Chargers their ass in the postseason.
Now for sure. Damn, man, I know a lot. Derek Stingley is my boy, man. BU, LSU. You know what I'm saying? Huge,
Bud.
huge fan of Stingley. Huge fan of Lassiter. Huge fan of C.J. Gardner. Definitely have a defense. Even Daniil Hunter is another LSU guy, man. Yeah, definitely. Obviously C.J. Stroud and those guys, and what they can do on offense. They're a pretty complete team. I think that they are one of the top teams when you talking about talent, even acquiring Nick Chubb and doing that. So I'm thinking like, yeah, those guys are pretty super balanced. Can win on defense, can win on offense. But yeah, I think that the Texans are a great team, a great coach. I'm a huge fan of Coach Ryan's. I don't really know him personally, but just from the outside looking in, you like the type of business he does. You like the type of way he goes about the game. From being a former player to being a great defensive coordinator to now being a great head coach. You can't help but notice those type of things for real. Just being a football guy. I'm a football guy, so especially when it comes to like defense and secondaries and stuff like that, I tend to know a lot about most teams and what they got to offer in the back end and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, man, those corners, man, they can do it.
So
They
they've
can
locked
go.
down city back there. It's one
Yeah,
of the best. They have the if the offense can suck less because they had trouble last year. They can that defense can be the best in the country. Like they're legit. They're
for
fun as hell to
sure.
watch.
Nah,
Like
for sure. And man, that offense is great. Great young quarterback. Some
yeah, they
super
got the
talented
names and the
receivers.
people. The scheme's got to be
For
figured out a
sure.
little bit.
Yeah, man. Got some great playmakers over there, man. That if you're a football guy, you're not too worried about those guys. not getting it done, man. You know those guys are gonna get it done, man. Stroud, huge fan of Stroud. Really like Nico Collins out there, man. He's a big, strong receiver who can flat out go, who can flat out run. You know, I even like the two receivers that they drafted this year. So yeah, man, that offense. Then when you Nick Chubb, you get Joe Mixon back. Yeah, man, that's yeah, man. Fully loaded team, man,
Oh
top to
yeah.
bottom for sure.
Did you win any good locker room bets over Clemson with LSU? Taking that dub?
Yeah, a couple, man. Go Tigers, man. I knew it. I knew it. Defense is back in Baton Rouge. Coach Blake Baker, man, he definitely dialed up a great game plan. Those DBs were flying around. Those linebackers are insane with Weeks. Both of the Weeks guys and Harold Perkins is just on a whole nother level, man. So yeah, I knew it. I knew it from the start. I kind of had like a little inside scoop on how things were gonna go weeks before. So I was welcome to taking all bets, man. He had a couple Clemson guys in the locker room that I was able to win some push-ups on. So yeah, it was dope.
Who
It was a
had to do the most
great game to
push-ups?
see, man. We got a little rookie, RJ Mickens. He was just at Clemson last year, and he thought he knew what was gonna come. He thought he knew that those guys were gonna come out with the dub. And I was just telling him, like, bro, I'm telling you, we are back, man. Defense is back in Baton Rouge for sure.
Bro, I love that, man. And I appreciate you coming on here and just chopping up. Always been a fan of yours. Always loved the way you treated the media and just like the way you've handled your business. And yo, there's no doubt you're gonna be in the front office one day. Like the way you talk about the game, no doubt
Yeah,
in my
man.
mind, bro.
I
And I love that for
I
you.
get that a lot though, man. Honestly, I get that a lot from scouts, from GMs, from everybody. Always tell me that. Even my teammates always tell me that. Like, bro, you really know a lot about football. Like from college to NFL, just a ball guy, man. I just love the what this game does for the world, what this game does for the players, what this game does for players' families. So you can't help but to just be super absorbed in it, and that's kind of like why I like to be. It's like a little even thing from player to fan. I'm kind of like right there for real.
Man, that's awesome. I appreciate you. Tell Rashawn, my boy, to get healthy. We're both
For sure.
Northwestern guys. We don't know each other, but man, that sucks. That
Yeah,
sucks. He's a
definitely.
stud. He's an absolute body mover.
Super stud, man. Super stud. Even an even better guy.
That's a bummer. I appreciate you, Dante. Have a hell
Yeah,
of a
for
year,
sure,
man.
man.
And I don't know. I don't think we play each other this year, but maybe we'll see each other in the playoffs this year.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Always a pleasure, Will, man. Always one of my guys, man. One of the dudes that I always knew I could trust. And yeah, man. Thank you for having me on, man. Anytime you want me to come on, bro, chop it up. Just let me know.
Done, homie. We'll do it again for sure. All right.
Most definitely, man. Appreciate you.